It's a fascinating time in Major League Baseball. You have basically baseball ops for hire. This is Codify Baseball. They work mostly with Major League Baseball pitchers, including some of the more successful pitchers in the game. Kevin Gausman, Dylan Cease, Liam Hendriks, Shane Bieber, Carlos Rodon. Wait to see about Logan Webb. Guys off great starts. Stroman, Giolito struggling a little bit. But again, these are high-level pitchers, and they work with Codify. Michael Fisher is the founder of Codify Baseball, and he joins us now. Michael, it's Brian Kenny. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, Brian, thanks for having me.
So explain to us, so you work mostly with pitchers, maybe a few hitters and catchers. How do you work it?
Yeah, mostly major league pitchers, some minor leaguers, some college kids, some catchers now. You know, everybody's frantically calling pitches. And so now we're trying to help the catchers, because there's no time for the pitcher to shake anything off. And so the pitchers are often buying intel and handing it to the catchers, or certain catchers are like, hey, let's just load up on my pitchers because I'm responsible for calling pitches.
Explain, just broadly, explain what you do. How, when a pitcher comes to you, what do you do with him?
Right. Well, they make it look easy on TV. You show your highlights. Pitching looks so simple. There's so much going on mechanically, strategically, emotionally. Codify personalizes everything we do. We try to figure out the capacity of that pitcher, how they think, how they feel out there, what they are even trying to do. Can they drink out of a fire hose analytically? Do they need to sip out of a straw? Everyone's different, not just physically. And we're not only doing the customized analytics, which, are your big data, massive billions of calculations to try to figure out how all these things work together, but then boiling them down into pieces that we think that our client can understand, can trust, and can go out there in the field of battle and remember, which is its own challenge.
Right.
It's tough.
I know you like working with heat maps. I want people to take a look at this to see exactly how it works. I think this will illustrate it beautifully. This was put out by Pitching Ninja. Our friend Rob Friedman puts it out on Twitter, and he said, with the Codify Baseball heat map, and you see the pitches from Verlander going up in the zone, hitting those are the cool zones, right? So hitting the blue zone, correct?
Blue is good for the pitcher.
Right. So that's cool. And the hot is as you get from yellow to red, that's where the guy can crush it. Is that correct, or explain it?
That's correct. There's a lot that goes into it. There's swing tendencies and chances of every possible type of contact a guy can make with a certain pitch, and all the chances of that and how much it's all worth, all that stuff that the guy is worrying about. Where am I playing today? What's the temperature? What's the umpire? All that stuff is rolled up so the pitcher can focus on executing. And yes, you do want to stay out of the red, especially to that hitter.
We have Clayton Kershaw lined up here too. Same thing. Pitching Ninja put it out. Explain why do heat maps work for pitchers? What's the magic behind it?
The biggest thing that they've all said is this gives them confidence. There's so many seeds of doubt out there. You might throw your best pitch of the season on your first pitch. It's happened. I think it was Dylan Cease last year, and Ohtani took him deep. It was a good pitch. You don't go away from that. It's a good pitch. There's a lot of luck in baseball. This helps you boost your chances confidently and not go away from what's good, and also understand when something goes wrong, why it happened. And a pitcher pitching with conviction is just, those are the magic beans. If they can find the conviction, look at Liam Hendriks. So you look at his story, the DFAs, he called us from Japan right before that season he broke out. And that's what he was looking for, is how can I go out there and not think about anything but this is how I'm going to get this guy out and get all those seeds of doubt out. And he's perfect.
Now, how hitters are aware of their own heat maps, right? Is there anything they can do, or is it too much they have to react and, they're just going to have their own swing? Or can they be aware of, this is where I'm weak, I can work on that?
Yeah, usually it's not a surprise. I'm sure a guy like Mike Trout wouldn't be too surprised. We worked with Yasmani Grandal for a while on the hitting side, and he did question a couple areas. He's like, I hit the ball really hard there. It's like, yeah, but you make a lot of outs. You're hitting hard ground balls at the shortstop and making outs. And it's like, yeah, I always feel like I almost got that one. It's like, those are outs, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they can learn, but it is a totally different dynamic, reactive versus proactive for sure.
Do you devise pitches? Like, I just see a lot of reverse engineering of, hey, get this pitch to work this way because you have a pitch that goes that way.
Yes, not only the pitches, but where do I stand on the rubber? We've had guys wander over to the middle of the rubber, and they're like, my pitches just aren't doing the same thing. Like, But the reports are telling me that they're breaking as much, they're moving as much. Yes, but the angle to the batter has changed because you've moved a foot over. So we can answer those questions like, where should I stand on the rubber? Should I take 2 miles an hour off my sweeper because I feel like I can give it a little more time to sweep more? Where should I stand? All that stuff. We can go into the lab, we can simulate all that stuff, and instead of going through all the physics and just tying their brains in knots, we could say move over 2 inches on the rope.
Michael, one last thing. How do clubs take this? That they have their own coaches, their own baseball ops people, and you're like the personal coach. How do they take to that?
They don't generally love it. I've had 10 pitching coaches call with varying degrees of nicety. Most have been nice. Some teams have really embraced it. I think the ones that have understood it and vetted Codify are okay with it. Most of them are totally understandably like, who the hell is this guy? He's out in the parking lot giving our guys maps. But a lot of teams like the Giants have come around and said, like, hey, these are free wins for us. The pitchers are paying for it. So.
Right. Interesting. Well, personal coaching. That's great stuff. Michael, great talking with you. We'll do it again. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.